All right, hello everybody. This is the video for your, I guess the instructions for your asynchronous time. Those of you who we see on Tuesday afternoons. We didn't quite get through the guided reading questions on Hammurabi's code. In order to do our summative assessment, which you are going to be starting this week, we'll be explaining a little bit more of that in class on Tuesday. In order to do that, you need to have an understanding of Hammurabi's code, which means your asynchronous assignment for today is to finish reading Hammurabi's code and finish answering the guided questions. In class, if I remember correctly, we got through the summaries, I believe, which means you should have just finishing up economy and then getting into the society piece as well. Keep in mind that it goes then, I guess there's 3 total pages. So again, that is utilizing the Hammurabi's Code PDF, which you can find on Google Classroom under Hammurabi's Code Reading and Response. So you'll be reading this section here, as well as finishing off the economic section. After you finish those, that should not take too long. So after you finish those, we're also going to ask you to complete this government T-chart, which is also in Google Classroom from the same week that the Hammurabi's Code Reading and Response is. This T-chart is asking you to compare pros and cons of the governments on people in society. So you're thinking, how does government positively impact people? How does government negatively impact people living within that government system? We have a number of examples or evidence bodies that you could use. So you can use Hammurabi's Code, which you would have just finished reading. You can use evidence from the breadwinner and Parvana's interactions with the Taliban. We also had a discussion around democracy, and you all live in a democracy, so you could potentially use that as well. So just kind of assessing your own knowledge. And then potentially using information from your dystopian books that you've been reading as well for those book studies. Remember, you have about 2 weeks left on those. For this, you can do just bullet points is totally fine, but we should expect to see about 5 bullet points in each column. So about 5 pros of government, how government positively impacts its people, and about 5 cons, how government might negatively impact its people or society. Those don't necessarily need to be complete sentences, but the more evidence and details that you put in there, the better off you will be on this. So you should have, if not complete sentences, at a minimum, complete thoughts. Okay, so we're not looking for probably 1-word, 2-word, 3-word responses. These should be complete thoughts, which might require a little bit longer bullet-pointed answers. These are your 2 assignments for today. These should not take the entirety of your 2-hour asynchronous time. So once you finish these 2, we will expect you to log at least 20 minutes of reading for your dystopian novel. Again, remember that your dystopian novel is going to be due the 19th and 20th of November. There's going to be a kind of book report type thing with it that you're going to need to do. So you have about 2 weeks from, I guess, this Monday. You have about 2 weeks in order to finish that. So log about 20 minutes of reading on that. Any questions that you might have, feel free to email us. But that is your assignment in order to prep for our summative assessment, which then you will be starting on Tuesday when we see you in class. Have a good day working on those. And again, if you have any questions or need any clarification, shoot us an email and I'll get back to you probably within 10-15 minutes. I'll try and stick around the computer so I can check email on these 2 assignments. All right, have a good day. Good luck.